Hey, what's going on, everybody? Rob Satcham, Feedbackwrench. I'm an entrepreneur and I want to help empower other people to be entrepreneurs. Today I'm going to talk about how do you actually make some decent side gig money staying at home. How do you become a blogger that actually makes some money? How do you make money for writing, okay? And I'm telling you, I am in the thick of this with all sorts of different customers, other clients, and this is super practical. If you want to find out how to make some amazing money by writing, okay? And I mean genuine, actual money from your blogging. How do you actually do that? Well, here's the first little secret. You don't do what all your boss lady blogger folks are saying. You don't just go out there and start blogging. And then what you do is blog about blogging and give updates on your income about blogging, okay? Sure, there's a little ecosystem of people. It drives me nuts. Folks want to become a writer. You start doing keywords about how to get paid for blogging, how to make money blogging, how to make serious money blogging. Every YouTube video, every blog article is about writing your blog and then having AdSense on it or selling, particular advertising and then writing about writing. Sure, you can do that along with the other 9 million people, but your AdSense revenue is going to suck. Your articles aren't going to be that good. Sure, you'll get some notoriety, and there's a whole niche of people that have done this and been successful, but I don't think that's where it's at, okay? Here's where true income for writing is, and I'm telling you, I'm part of these Facebook groups. People are making serious money. I make serious money on it, but I've shifted over to be more of I'm a business marketing strategy consultant, and we do web stuff. And that's what you need to know. If you want to make some serious money blogging, if you really want money in 2020 to get paid for writing, pick a niche and do SEO copywriting, true, genuine, authentic article writing that is going to cause that article to rank for meaningful keywords, okay? The first thing you need to do is you need to identify a niche that's going to work for you, okay? There's a couple of different niches that could absolutely boom for you if you're doing it right, okay? So you got to pick a niche that you're going to learn and thoroughly understand and become an excellent writer. But don't write nonsense blogs, 5 tips for finding real estate fast. No, bullcrap. You need to find out what are niches genuinely curious about, and you need to find ways to extract out of a subject matter expert and write a doggone good article. So for example, you could approach concrete companies around you and you could say, here's the deal. Twice a month we're gonna meet and I'm gonna come to the table with a whole list of questions around patio concretes, concrete driveways, XYZ about concrete repair, crack removal, whatever that is. You do the homework to find out what are all the different types of articles that you could write. It could just be that you're gonna help this patio company write concrete patio ideas, right? So what you do is you approach 5 or 6 of them and say, hey, here's the deal. I noticed that your website's like this. And you could show them, I'll create some videos for this, but if they know anything, they'll understand that if you show great ideas, people are gonna find them and they're gonna end up working with them. If you can get an article to rank for a meaningful keyword in their sector, or here's the next one, in your region, sectors and regions, that's going to be meaningful. So remember, there's kind of 2 types of companies. You have ones where it's all about locality, right? So a concrete company is not going to do business from Minnesota down to Arkansas, right? So then the question is do they really want their article to rank for 6 of the best concrete patio ideas of 2020? Well, yes, we can dive into that later, but what you really want to do is you want to show example. You want to find out those regional keywords that are going to matter for them, right? And it could be 6 ways to protect your concrete in the winter. Minnesota concrete. What you want to do though is you want to create content for meaningful niches that solve meaningful problems, and then learn how to copyright for SEO. Learn how to write an article and write it up well with proper backlinking, titling, query research, okay? So here are I'm just going to give you some ideas of the types of places. And if you approach them, you just say, just trust me, if you do this over time, and if we do this well, you're going to dominate in SEO. You're going to dominate in local SEO, okay? And remember, when it comes to article writing, it's just like food. How do you know if food was good? Well, when you served it to someone, did it get eaten? You'll find out if your articles are good by whether or not the Google Analytics are showing that people are actually consuming the article and reading it once they actually find it, okay? But so you can get paid. You could approach a business owner and just say, hey, here's the deal. I've got a plan where I'm going to write 2 articles a month or 1 article a month. We're going to collaborate on it. And what I want to do is I want to write the best explainer of how to decide asphalt versus concrete, okay? So you can either so you approach them and you say it's X amount per article, it's X amount per month. I would say per article, okay? They might not necessarily understand the value of it. So then your second alternative is to approach web design and search engine optimization and digital marketing firms. Go approach them and say, hey, I've been writing for this niche, okay? And that's a big one. You got to learn a niche, and you can't have just this agnostic writing. You need to have purpose behind your writing, or you need to be like an investigative reporter where you can get with the subject matter expert, extract from them, and learn how to write something that's actually going to get consumed, okay? So go approach your web design companies, SEO companies, digital marketing companies, and say, what I do is I write articles for website. I'm a copywriter. I'd like to show you, man, I saw that you had this client featured. Could I write an article and see if it doesn't rank in the next year? If it doesn't work, that's fine. But if it doesn't rank in the next 6 years, or if it doesn't have a good response, okay, move on to the next one. But a good SEO company or a good digital marketing company or web design company is going to be looking for a copywriter, and you can propose to them, hey, here's some examples of my work, but you got to write good, ranking, authentic, subject matter expert articles. Let's get to the niches, okay? You could find a niche. You want to find niches that have high B2B, business to business transactions, or where they pose to make a lot of money. You blogging about a restaurant, sorry, but restaurants don't make that much per transaction. You could, right? You could become a photographer, just enough of a photographer to go take food and review the food and start writing like the 5 best 5 best Chinese restaurants in Minneapolis, 5 best Chinese restaurants in Lakeville, 5 best Chinese restaurants. You could do that and put that on a restaurant's blog, ironically. But what you want to do is you want to look at accountants and bookkeepers. You want to look at remodeling companies, construction companies, tile, any service to your home in regions where the economy is booming. So here in Minneapolis, Twin Cities, remodeling is incredibly competitive. Roofing, siding, windows, plumbing, electricians, whole house rewiring, investing, real estate investment, real estate agents. Here's a little thing. If you could learn how to write landing pages that are going to explain the best parks in each region. So the idea is it's a hub and spoke model. Go learn about this, but I'm telling you, if you were to go to a real estate agent and say, I'm going to write the most authoritative content about Lakeville, and I'm going to help so that your Lakeville content gets ranked by making great, I'm going to drive around to every park here. So that's the next one. You could find a regional sector, but you got to find these sectors that are willing to pay, and you could probably get, $50 to $500 an article genuinely once you start proving what you can do. So if you want to make money as a blogger, go to your local businesses, propose to them, hey, I was wondering, I got a deal where for $100 a month for 5 months, I'm going to write 5 articles for you. And what we'll do is we'll connect. I'll have some ideas. We'll come up with some ideas. And then once we do that, I'll write them out. We'll create them. We'll get them on your blog. How does that work? I'm telling you, your local people are where it's at, your local small businesses. And then if you can't get with those business owners because your salesmanship kind of stinks, go to the digital marketing companies, go to your web design companies and say, I'm a copywriter for this niche, and then find profitable niches, construction, insurance, siding, roofing. Just jump into Google My Business or look at all the trucks, plumbing, well drilling, right? There's people that do well drilling or do cell phone towers or do transistors or whatever it is. Even you can go to an accountant and say, I want to help write tutorials on your state, right? So let's write the authoritative article on how to convert to an S Corp in Minnesota, how to file your payroll in Minnesota, Minnesota's guide to LLCs, right? And what you do is you just learn how to be a reporter. You interview them, you ask the questions, you write the guide, and if that guide's on their website and you mark it up properly, it's going to rank. That's how you make some serious cash, some serious coin as a copywriter. And then I would say join copywriting. It's not about blogging, it's about copywriting. And you'll have much more success if you do that. Good luck, guys.